The London games in the NFL, always very interesting matchups and handicapping scenarios. In NFL Week 4, we have the Jets and Miami, and we are going to talk with Joe Duffy from OffshoreInsiders.com to find out where betting value might lie. On Peter Loshak. This is SBR Videos. All right, Joe, the Jets are a small favorite over Miami, and we know the big question with Miami is what's up with Miami, right? I mean, obviously they have individual talent. Seems like they've just quit on Coach Philbin. The defense is way underperforming, underachieving. And the question is, how much are they going to bounce back in any given week? And this week, we're talking about the London game. My sense is that, we know that the Jets, strong defense, but maybe possibly a little bit overrated in the secondary. And on offense, they are pretty limited. I think, obviously, if Miami's head case problems continue in this week, they'll lose. I think it might be worth a bet, though, that they are able to bounce back and get a win. What do you think about that, Joe?
My worst no play of the year, a game that I should have pulled the trigger on, was certainly Philadelphia against the New York Jets. You knew that the Jets were overachieving. Philadelphia wasn't as bad as they showed. But now, the Jets overachieved in the first two games. They're off of a loss, so it's a tough loss for them. A lot of my systems that I have in my database verify one of those golden rules that we always knew even before there was sophisticated computer software. Do not overreact to what happened the previous week. And teams that are off a 27-point or more loss are 204, 155, and 12 versus the number. That does favor the Dolphins, and they're very firmly in our predictably unpredictable. Ryan Tannehill, one of the probably the top 6 or 7 quarterbacks who can look great one week and then terrible the next week. And the reason he's going to remain a starting quarterback because he does tend to bounce back. But he's also struggled against the Jets. In fact, he's played worse against the Jets than any other team that he's faced at least twice in his career, with a passer rating of just 70.4, which is well below his career average of 84.1. However, the Miami has really not done very well, as you said, defensively. They face Kirk Cousins, Blake Bortles, and Tyrod Taylor, and those guys are combined for 6 touchdown passes, just 2 interceptions. Still, I do think Miami will bounce back. Their defense is much better than they've shown. Tannehill we're going to bet on his inconsistency and off a blowout. I'll bet on him to bounce back. So I would certainly lean towards Miami here.
All right. Well, right now the line is Miami +1 or 1.5. It might change by kickoff. I wouldn't be surprised if Miami does become the favorite. But for the purpose of our keeping these videos, is it pass for you, or do you want to go official, Joe?
You know what? I guess I will go official for the purposes of this video. I think Miami's a pretty decent percentage play. When I started compiling this, I did see some 2s and 2.5. So I guess that it's actually going down by the time we recorded this, but we'll still go with the Miami Dolphins.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking as well. I posted on Facebook last week, I'm never going to pick or bet on Miami again until they change their coaching staff, but here I am the next week going right back with them. I think they might bounce back here. I'm agreeing with you, Joe Duffy. Right now, Miami +1.5 is one of the market-wide numbers. Joe Duffy, tell us about OffshoreInsiders.com.
OffshoreInsiders.com, another great year coming off another winning week in the NFL. We're hitting above 60%. Again, I forgot to write down the exact record, but hitting well above 60% going back to the preseason. A bunch of big college plays up, including an angle that is 90% all-time. We reveal exactly what it is at OffshoreInsiders.com.
Nice, Joe. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.